Hi, I'm Ryan.
Hi, I'm Aiden.
And as today is Tuesday,
It's our Let's Talk episode. What's it about, Ryan?
body image. Now, in my life, I've always been told that I am too big.
I have always been told that I am too thin.
Yes, so we are experts at this topic. Well, not experts, but good enough for YouTube.
We don't have a degree.
No. But we want to talk about this today to you. It's not a depressive video or anything.
No.
We just want to talk about this topic because it is important.
Yeah. What do you feel like when someone goes at you for
Being too big.
for being your size?
Yep. Me being me, then I'll just defend myself. But I can understand why some people would get very, very upset about it.
Yeah.
And that's whether you're too big or too small, or whether you've got good skin or bad skin, or what I mean by that is is if you've got acne breakouts or whatever. People can point that out to you.
Like bad teeth
Yeah.
or anything.
Anything like that. Yeah. What I would say as a whole is that on an appearance sake, no one, should have a say in it.
No.
Except your doctors.
Yeah, but that's not appearance, that's health.
Health.
If anyone has an opinion on the way you look, right?
Nasty opinion.
Tell them to go and off.
Unless it's about your health.
How dare anybody have an opinion?
If you were extremely anorexic, then I would say something.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, but that's health.
Yeah, I guess. So you'd say something on a health matter.
Yes.
Rather than, Aiden, you're so ugly, you're too thin, blah, blah, blah.
If it has the right intentions,
Yeah.
no matter how difficult it is to broach the subject, though it is difficult, it should be broached. Do you know what I mean? If your friend is struggling and you can see that, but they seem not to be doing anything about it, or don't know the right people to go to, then of course, bring it up. So let's talk about if you are getting abuse because of your appearance, okay, being too fat or too thin, or
whatever
it is.
body
Could
image.
be anything, as long
if
as it's body image.
someone's giving you abuse,
okay, you are never, ever, ever in the wrong.
there's difference between abuse,
Yeah, there's
right, and someone making a comment and someone saying something for your health.
Yeah, and if they give you it, like what we said before, just sound on.
Aiden's getting a bit angsty about this.
It angers me because it.
Sometimes people can do something about it, and the majority of people can do something about it. Like, look at me. Last June, I said that I was going to lose weight. I probably have lost a little bit of weight. I might even gained a bit of weight. I don't go on the scales because I'm scared that I'll break them. No, it's just I don't want to know. I'd rather, genuinely, I don't care about my weight. I would just like to be happy in my own body. And I could be quite heavy, right? But as long as I felt comfortable in it, so it could be muscle mass or whatever. Like genuinely, my weight itself, as in the figures, doesn't bother us. It's as long as I'm happy in my body, and I'm not. You know what I mean? I would like to be more thinner. You would like to be a bit more bigger. Yeah, well, and only if we do something about it, will that happen.
Well, I always tell people, if they say I'm too thin, actually, for my BMI, I'm totally fine. But for me to put weight on is really hard.
His metabolism is extremely high.
I have to have 3,000 calories a day. That's really difficult for me. Anyway, it might not be difficult for some other people, but it is for me.
But you don't eat enough.
No, well, I don't.
No.
But that is actually true. Yeah. And
he just doesn't eat breakfast because he gets up too late, and then he'll eat a panini or something at 4 o'clock, and then you'll eat rubbish at 7 o'clock or whatever.
That's probably one thing. People can shame me for the crap that I eat because I eat far too much fast food.
I just eat too much of the wrong things, so I don't have enough fruit and veg, and I have far too many carbs, but I also eat them at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I always eat, not always eat, but quite often I'll eat, last night we had a meal at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and it was
far too late in the night.
And it was an Italian, so...
Yes, so full of carbs. You know what I mean? But unless I want to do something about my body image, and that's my prerogative, and I do want to do something about it, but it's not going to happen, the same with you, unless we actually go to the gym. You know what I mean? For me to go on the treadmill, for you to play with the weights and stuff. Not play with the weights, but you know what I mean?
But then something else to kind of sideline is this whole thing of fat shaming or being abusive towards someone's appearance. When it's derogatory and it's forceful, right, and it's meant for the intention to hurt somebody, then of course blow your whistle, kick off, go crazy, blow your top off, right? But there's also a now I don't want to sound like I'm being a hypocrite or contradicting what I've been talking about, but there's also a certain kind of person who, if someone said a joke, for example, okay, if someone said, I don't know what I'm going to do today, and someone just turned around and said, you should eat something, right, as a complete joke, right, I am not going to take that offensively. It is a joke.
You've got to reevaluate the situation.
Yeah.
Or reevaluate.
Read the situation and deal with it how it's happening. Don't kick off just because someone's making a joke.
But I'm going to be honest with you, and I genuinely, I haven't said this to you. So sometimes we'll go at the bar on a Friday night after work. One of our friends will say, oh, I could never do that, he's too fat. Now that makes me feel like, oh my God, like, is that what that person thinks of me? Now, hold on a minute, right? This person's my friend. He doesn't think that of me. He doesn't care about me. But yet, he still says, oh, I could never go with him because he's too fat.
But I think...
You understand where he's coming from. And
no,
he has
no. No, I don't mean that. I think he really just does it as a joke. Like, his satire is so strong.
It can be a joke,
right,
but it still
so
hurts me.
sarcastic.
And that...
Well, that's
my problem on the basis that, like, sometimes the world can be a bit too PC. There has to be, like, a bit of a
balance.
A balance.
There's got to be a balance in
Do you
every
know what I mean?
circumstance.
Like, you can make fat jokes. You can make too thin jokes. I genuinely think you can. Sometimes the world can be a bit too PC.
It can be.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's how you do it. You can't be abusive. There has to be a balance.
Yeah, there's got to be a balance.
In that, and like it doesn't offend us. It just makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable because I know I'm big and like someone's getting fat shamed there, and like I don't enjoy the joke, and that's my problem. And like I said before, like there has to be a balance in where I can take a joke about someone else or even about myself without feeling abused because I'm not getting abused, but at the same time, if I was getting abused, then that's wrong as well. So that's basically all we have really want to say about body image in particular.
I feel like this is all very mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay. But let's just try and completely categorize what we're trying to say. So, one, don't take abuse, emotionally or physical abuse, because of your appearance at all. If it's intended to hurt you, that's wrong. Okay. Number two,
be healthy.
Be healthy. Yeah. Oh my God. This is not like. If your doctor is saying you need to like
gain weight or lose weight,
listen to them. You know what I mean? They're not saying it because they're trying to be rude. They're trying to say it because they don't want you to die. Right. Number three, it's probably better. Okay, it's not 100% necessary. Don't get too crazy. You know, if someone is joking, like evaluate the situation and read it, what's happening. And if it's funny and it's supposed to be funny, then laugh about it. You know, if you're offended by it, you don't want to deal with it, walk away. You know, but like
you don't have to kick off. Only like I would recommend only kicking off if someone was like abusing you, and that's down to you.
Yeah, my God.
Do you know what I mean?
Some
Like
people
you don't. Some people can't kick off. You know what I mean? And that's fine. I know this has been a long ass winded video about body image, but to wrap things up even more further, be healthy and be happy. Every Tuesday we make videos when we talk about like something like a serious topic like this, and we're going to continue making topics on a Tuesday, making videos on a Tuesday and talk about certain topics, some a bit more serious, some like a lot less serious, where we'll talk about like conspiracy theories.
Yes.
So that happens every Tuesday, and you'll only know that if you subscribe to us. So if you're new, you should do that, and if you've enjoyed this video,
you should give us a thumbs up, please.
Yes, that would really help our channel out.
It would.
And let us know what you'd like us to talk about next in the comment section below.
But thanks, guys, for watching.
And enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.
Oh, night, if you're going to bed.
Yes, you said this last time.
Bass.
Sea bass.
Sea bass.
I could have some sea bass right now. I like fish.